Imagine you are a detective, but instead of solving crimes, you are solving the biggest mysteries of the universe. What makes a star shine? Why does a caterpillar turn into a butterfly? Why did your pen suddenly stop writing? Welcome to our chapter, The Wonderful World of Science. It all starts with one simple thing: curiosity. From the time we are babies, we naturally touch, taste, and observe everything around us. That eagerness to learn how and why things happen is the main driving force of science. When you take apart a toy just to see how it works, you are actually doing a simple scientific investigation. Science is essentially an adventure where we observe, experiment, and find reliable answers about the laws of the universe. Science isn't just in a lab, it is absolutely everywhere. It explains that the stars in the night sky shine because of massive hot reactions producing light and heat. It explains how plants know exactly when to bloom by reacting to changes in light and temperature. And all of this is happening on our incredible home, planet Earth, the only planet we know of that supports life. Earth is filled with diverse ecosystems like oceans, deserts, and forests where living and non living things constantly interact. For example, in a forest ecosystem, trees provide food and shelter for animals while producing the oxygen we all need to breathe. To keep all this life going, we need fuel. Food gives us the energy to move and the materials to grow and repair our bodies. A balanced meal gives us carbohydrates for energy, proteins for repair, and fats to store energy. But the ultimate VIP of survival is water. It is vital for all known forms of life. It cools our bodies and transports nutrients. Water is so unique that it exists in three states: solid ice, liquid water, and gas steam. At standard atmospheric pressure, pure water freezes perfectly at 0 degrees Celsius and boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Now look around you. Your clothes, your ruler, your cup, they are made of different materials like fabric, plastic, rubber, and metal. We sort these materials based on their properties. For example, metal is hard and conducts electricity, while rubber is elastic and fabric is soft. This sorting based on properties is exactly how we are able to separate and recycle things like paper, plastic, and metal. So, how do scientists actually figure all this out? They don't just guess, they use a highly systematic step by step process called the scientific method. Let's use an everyday example. Your pen stops writing. Observe. You notice something interesting or puzzling, like the pen not writing. Ask a question. You form a clear question about what you observed, such as, what made the pen stop? Make a guess, hypothesis. You make a testable prediction, not just a random guess, like the ink might be finished. Test it, experiment. You design an experiment, so you open the pen to check the ink refill or try writing on different paper. Check the results. Analysis. You look at the data to see if the refill is actually empty. Decide. If the refill is empty, your hypothesis is supported. If not, you form a new hypothesis, like a blocked tip, and test it again. This method helps us reach trustworthy answers to our questions. And scientists rarely do this alone. Teamwork and clear communication help science progress much more quickly. So stay curious, keep asking questions, and start exploring your wonderful world.